One, two, three.
Hello, what's up, everybody? Wow, it is New Year. It is 2021. Oh my God! Finally, we pass all the shit in 2020, and wow, wow! I'm so happy right now. Even I'm not in a good condition, but I'm still happy. And how about you, Rat? How are you feeling?
Hi guys, welcome to episode 10 of TINDA podcast. I'm happy to have you here in our new episode in the new year. I would like to wish you lots of success and good health. But to the contrary of what else said, um, I don't think we are past through what 2020 it was because it cannot just magically disappear with the new year. But I really do hope so that very soon things would get easier for us because, as many of you are aware, so far there has been an American vaccine to the virus, and it has been delivered to many countries. And you are aware that the biggest problem for the past year was of course the pandemic that caused many troubles for all the people in all different types of fields in their lives. And recently, I also learned that there has been released on the market a second brand of the vaccine from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
The company that is producing the vaccine is, I'm not sure how it's called, but the vaccine has been developed in collaboration with Oxford University in Great Britain. And I'm looking forward to see how this situation will develop and how it will continue. My thoughts and hopes are that in the next 5 6 months we will get back to our normalized lives before the pandemic to about 90%. I would say that like a very big thing that I would like to keep even after the pandemic is that people keep their distance, especially in stores and supermarkets and etc. Because it makes me feel relieved when people keep their distance from me. It's why do you people like to rush into one another so much? Like honestly, personally, it I feel bad when somebody just rushes next to me in the shop, especially now. Like why people be mindful, please. Also, I would like to ask you, L, maybe do you have like some kind of new year, new me, like New
Huh?
Year's resolutions, this type of stuff?
Well,
Do you have yeah?
well, about that, well, I'm kind of just like go with the flow actually, because I am not gonna like having so much resolution like New Year's resolution, because like I remember last year when we going to 2020, my resolution is like just losing weight. I want to work out more and diet, something like that, but it's not happen obviously, because like my final project and the pandemic. And but even though um, in 2021, I really, really hope that I like be a different person, like still like not forget about the past and the lesson that I learned so much from 2020 about myself, because like every since like I live for 22 years, I never, not never kind of love myself so much until like last year. So I'm kind of like I'm just figuring out what is what is me. I mean, like who am I and something like that last year. So I kind of hope that I can bring that and evaluate myself and be a better person in 20 and 21. And there is some kind of things that I still want to accomplish in 2021, but I'm just kind of like that's not like my main thing, you know what I mean? I just kind of like go with the flow, because like sometimes when I set my expectations so high, I don't know, sometimes I'm not, sometimes it kind of broke my heart though, you know what I mean? So I know it, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean it is good to have a resolution for your 2021, because like if you if you want something and that thing doesn't trigger you that much, it's not a very good thing, you know. That there is some saying like that, and I'm agree with that. But for now, I just like I'm just gonna be a better person, better version of myself.
Firstly, I would like to ask you,
Okay, okay.
uh, what are the things that you want to do? Like, do you have something in mind? Because you mentioned that there is something that you want to do.
Yeah, first thing first, I just wanna figure it out. Uh, do I really want to do my master abroad or not? Because it's kind of big thing for me, and from that, I want to like decided what will I do next. You know what I mean? After I, if I decided to continue my study, and what will I gonna do, something like that. So it's kind of like long plan, long life plan, something like that. And maybe he just buying a couple thing like skincare, of course, because I'm a woman, and stuff like I still want to get a new boots and denim jacket. Oh, and one
Um,
thing. Sorry,
yes.
I just I just wanted that if you guys don't know, I'm in self quarantine right now because I got tested positive for COVID. So my goals, my main goal right now is to to get tested negative for COVID in next week. I think after my quarantine is done, and I'm just wanna get out from my room and interaction again.
Well, get well soon. Fingers crossed that you actually will test negative, and not only that, but you that you actually feel better in the next few
Yep,
days.
I hope so too.
And
Thank
yeah,
you.
do you only consider, by the way, going to do your minor abroad, or you also take into consideration doing your I'm sorry, doing your masters abroad, or also doing your masters in Indonesia?
Here's the thing: in Indonesia, there is only like about like if the course is like interior design, pure interior design, there's only one university in Indonesia that provide that. But if I want to do my master in like business or like master of technique, something like that, there is my campus and other like slightly more campus that provide that course. But because I want to study like mainly not pure interior design, but mainly is like kind of design me. Either is interior and spatial design, or is it interior for luxury hotel or something like that, more specific. It is only provide in other countries. So from now, for now, I'm just considering doing my master abroad, not in Indonesia.
And which is the main country that you want to actually continue your master in? Is it Italy or?
Yeah, is it Italy and Spain? Because like in
Okay,
two, 2017 or around 2017 and 18, um, I really want to study in the UK, you know, or maybe in the US because there is like like more things to do and something like that. But after I think again, think again, and think again, I think I want to go to continue my master in Italy or in Spain because I found a very good school with uh if I get another chance to study in the US, maybe I will get in the US too. But my main focus is in Europe, either it is Italy or Spain. And of course, I need to get scholarship first. That's why I'm kind of lazy and something like that. So I need to figure it out deeply. Do I really, really want and need to continue my master abroad or not?
I understand. I have another question
Okay.
though. Why why only focused in Europe? Aren't there also some good schools in Asia as well? Like I mean in Southeast Asia, for example. I don't know, maybe or China or I don't know Singapore.
Okay. So, my motto is I want to like go far away from Indonesia because like I just want to experience like I study there. I mean, I study in Europe, of course. The Europe is very different from Southeast Asia country. That's why I really want to taste the difference of culture, language, and something like that between Europe and Southeast Asia, or between Italy, Spain, and Southeast Asia. And there's some good school, of course, in Asia about design, just like I don't know. I think in Japan or South Korea, maybe in China too. I'm not sure, but in Singapore, I think there is no interior design for master in Singapore. It is like design for technology or industrial product design. That's why like I'm not kind of into that. And I already said to you that I've been to Singapore and Taiwan, and I already taste the culture in there. So I'm not like I'm like I I've been there. You know what I mean? So I just my explorer uh self is want to travel and explore things around the world.
Okay, okay, that's pretty interesting um, view of how you consider it.
Mm-hmm.
And what about how do you see yourself in Europe firstly, and secondly, have you considered the culture shock?
Okay. I know maybe I'm gonna be like becoming myself, which is like I mean like in a good way, but will really really appreciate my country at the same time. You know what I mean? So because like the difference may of course we will have the culture shock in there between like in Europe and Indonesia, but at the same time I will like appreciate my hometown more because of like what people doesn't I mean what things that I cannot found in I found about Indonesia in Europe or something like that. And I mean like I will definitely will be more independent. You know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, you
Okay,
know what I mean? Kan what will I see in Europe, Europe? So
I see.
I will be myself, of course. I will appreciate um my country more, and I will appreciate like the different thing. I mean, like what you call the culture I will appreciate culture and I will be independent. And I really, really, really love to learn a new thing, which is either is language or it is like um, I don't know, like dancing or maybe uh, culture thing. Or I really, I mean, like me myself actually like a little explorer inside me, and I just wanna adventures and do things, you know what I mean? So I mean like kind of be more free or something like that. But about the culture shock, I definitely will uh, expect it, but I don't know. I mean like I keep so for past like last year about like 1 or 2 week I constantly doing research about like Italy and Spain, you know what I mean, and what their difference and the difference with Indonesia. So I think I'm more prepared, you know, if about the culture shock based on my research. I will say that I already expected the different and the culture shock, but you know there will be more culture shock that I cannot find on the internet. You know what I mean? So I still like need to be like adapt, you know, and it is a good thing because I will be more open-minded, you know.
Okay, it was great to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, but that brings us back to like a few episodes ago,
Mm-hmm.
like us talking about people outside their country, and this reminded me of this good thing and the great organization of
Yep.
PPI uh, that would be actually of a great help. It's actually of a great help to people and also students, of course, who are from Indonesia who are living abroad. Um, actually, a girl from my project group is the president of PPI Eindhoven.
Oh, okay.
I recently found out. I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. Yeah, her name is Putri Gina Bean, and yeah, I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. Like she's doing a lot of stuff for uh, for the organization.
Yeah, I definitely will get a lot of get a new family if I decided to study my master in Europe because like PPI is everywhere and they always welcome us. So I think there's no need to be worried, but at the same time, still need to be worried about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Um, yeah, going abroad, it's sounds like an adventure, but sometimes it's a bit rough. But though I hope that you actually manage to do that, as this is big dream of yours, and to get a proper scholarship, so you actually get to experience that. It's going to be how do I say it? Really delightful to actually sometime be able to record live, not just by Discord.
Yep, yep, yeah. I hope so too. But I don't know. There is still a chance though. I'm going to I don't know the Netherlands or maybe in Europe just for holidays.
Okay.
Hope finger crossed for us guys. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
hope that we can recording live in this 2021. Maybe this is our new goals, right? Who knows?
Do hope so that this happens.
Yep, indeed.
It's as I said previously, it's gonna be a really delightful feeling to finally meet you in person and to make a live recording of us. We'll see what the new year will bring to us.
What about you? Do you have any big plans or New Year's resolution for? 20 and 21.
Honestly, I don't have any like resolutions. I think I already said it like few episodes ago. It's it's in a such way that maybe a few years ago I stopped putting the goals and plans just for the new year that is gonna happen. It's more like I put the goals and plans for the future, and I try to establish a time and a deadline and when this is supposed to happen, because I realized and I started to follow this type of philosophy that New Year, new me, and New Year's resolutions, and I'm starting from Monday does not work, or at least it does not work for
Hmm.
me. And I try to do it in I don't know if it is or not more unconventional way, a way that suits me, because what what happens is that when you get these big plans, usually it just um, does not take place, does not happen,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and then you get disappointed
Mm-hmm.
and you get down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying don't put don't make any plans, don't make any goals, don't dream. What I'm trying to say is don't put it as this is gonna happen, this is going to happen from the new year, but I put it as this is going to happen at that time. It's a plan that is not involved like it's I'm starting from tomorrow. And I hope that you and our listeners understand what I'm trying to explain right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, currently what is bound to happen with me, it's I'm finishing up my project in the month of January, and then from February I'm going to start my minor, which is called Embrace Technology, Entrepreneurship, and Creativity. And our track during this minor, uh, it involves really different topics, and as you can imagine from the name,
Yeah.
um, it involves lots of technology, innovation, um, lots of entrepreneurship courses. Um, from currently, I've I'm aware that they do a lot of um, innovative way of teaching and providing the students with different topics in order to like students to develop themselves. If you are a proactive person, this minor is really valuable to you personally. But many people do start this minor just because it's really chill. That's the word, chill. It they don't the people from the minor don't push you to do much. It's up to you what you're gonna do in this 4 or 5 months, how you're going to develop yourself. And if you're interested to really develop yourself in a on a better level, in a higher ground, they can provide you with a lot of tutoring, a lot of information, good advices, suggestions, and just the people who leading this course are people from different industries and fields,
Mm-hmm.
and they they can teach you really valuable lessons for your life and for your study, of course. So I think the gain is going to be great.
I hope so. Is your minor do it offline or still online?
Fingers crossed that it's going to be offline.
Mm-hmm.
My personality does is not built for really following online courses. I prefer to have it more offline and face to face, speaking with people, having direct contact with many different peers. And I noticed also that my study productivity increases, my performance increases when I have the ability to study at school and attend classes on site, offline.
Mm-hmm.
It's, uh, it's much better for me. Um, Online, it's a little bit troubling, and the I don't feel comfortable sitting at home on my table on my bureau.
Mm-hmm.
Just the environment is much different for me. How do you find it working from home?
Well, at the first time, it is like cool. I mean, like chill, and you can get up what time what you want, or you can take a break very long time as long as the deadline for that day is done. So sometimes like for a couple months it's good because you know what I mean. Like I cannot like I can like especially from when Ramadan. So I working from 9 to 2, 9 to 2 p.m. and then I helping to sell some fruit salad and something like that. My smoothies bar until 6 p.m. and then I continue to uh, working for 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. So which is like this cool, chill, and my coworker are okay. Do what you gotta do as long as the deadline for today is done, something like that. But on the third or maybe fourth month of working from home, it's just not great. It's definitely ruining your schedule, and you kind of like taking easy for the job or the task that your coworker give to you. Because and I still like in my mind, I need to work, but I want to chill with my friends. So I'm chilling with my friend, but I bring my laptop so just in case my coworker needs me that day, so I can design and send it back to them, and I still can chilling and talking with my friend. So of course, for a couple months is so great. Like definitely do it because you need that. If you have anything to do at home, or maybe you need to help your parents, or you need to go to somewhere with your family, you will go. I mean, you will do whatever they want. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is the negativity from working for home from home too long. And also my friends who also like do take online course, and something like that. Not take online course. I mean, like in Indonesia, still the semester still need to be done online, and they are very very disappointed at. They are at first they are like so happy because like you can I mean you can just Zoom call everywhere, no turn on your camera or your uh sound. You can just like hearing what the professor said and just laying in bed, something like that. But once again, the tasks or the exams that the professor gives to you is more so much more hard and more there's a lot of things to do, so they gonna definitely miss the offline campus activities, but it's not gonna happen very soon too in Indonesia. Yeah, I hope finger crossed for you that you can do
It's,
your minor offline because like that is minor, so like I hope like the situation is getting better and better and the vaccine is already distributed like spreadly eventually distributed, you know what I mean?
yeah, that that's probably the thing. Hopefully that the vaccine will be distributed and people will get better and better
Hmm.
because yeah, honestly, personally, since they introduced again the lockdown here,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a little bit tough for me. I don't like it because mainly routine is related with things that are outside my house that currently are uh, prohibited,
Hmm.
like going to school, studying at school, and also going to the gym. Like for sports, kind of I could make it up just training outside, although it's 0 degrees right now.
Hmm.
But for studying, it's like no other options, and I don't know about you, but I tried many approaches on how to get better performance when studying at home, but I succeeded just a little bit. I don't. I'm not sure why does it to me like that. Why it goes with me like that? But when I study at school, it's much different. Or when I study at the library,
Hmm.
uh, maybe because Uh, firstly, I go there with the purpose of studying and not just purely wasting my time. And probably secondly, because it's more comfortable, like ergonomically more comfortable for me to study at school. Like the the desks are prepared in such a way that it's more comfortable, the chairs, the and then thirdly, the whole environment. You see other people concentrated on their studying, working on their projects. It makes you want to concentrate on your studies as well. That's probably why I think I perform better when studying at school, because I had to study for exam for thermodynamics, and I realized, like when I was studying here now during the Christmas vacation, I realized that I yeah I learned like I learned much less that when I'm learning at home instead of when I'm doing my studies in some study room in school.
Okay, and I think enough for that study and scheduling and other campus stuff. How about we play games? I mean, like it's not kind of
Okay.
game. I mean, it's just like ask me my top three about 2020.
Okay. So what were your top 20 top three 2020 series on Netflix?
No, okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna say my top 2020 Netflix series is the first one, of course, La Casa de Papel, Money Heist. The second one is Ragnarok, and the third one, I'm gonna say Elite. How about you?
So my top series on Netflix from 2020, like the series that I watched in
Yeah.
2020. was the Peaky Blinders. Peaky
Yep.
Blinders.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I would say uh, then it's Money Heist,
Mm-hmm.
and then on third place I would put let me think, maybe Deadly Class.
Ah, okay.
Uh, I also watched I watched many series like I was able to binge watch a lot. Also, How I Met Your Mother was quite interesting and quite funny.
And moving on, your top three moment in 2020.
My top three moments,
Mm-hmm.
maybe one is me meeting you and starting the podcast.
Okay.
Like I put this as a one, although it's like two separate moments. Um, what else? In 2020, I started working at McDonald's,
Okay.
and I met great people there. So I would say this is the second one, and thirdly, I had it involves Gabby.
Mm-hmm.
She did like a year review of her videos and etc., which reminded me of really cool and funny moment, and I think I'll put it in the top three as once we went to play basketball and it was raining really heavily. So we just at some point we were like soaking wet and we were like, okay, we cannot get more wet than that. We just started jumping into the water puddles and just making some weird um stuff and just making the most out of getting wet in the rain. It was a really funny experience. And how about you? What were your top three moments?
So my top three moment of 2020, of course, first my graduation. It is not like what I expected and I wanted, but like still my my top moment. The second one is when I got my first iPhone with I bought it with my own money. And then the third one is when um finally can meet my friends again after a long of quarantine, which is like that is the last day we kind of get together in campus before like submitting and finishing some kind of administration. That is my top three, I think.
Would you like to try to make like for yourself a wrap up of 2020?
What do you mean, like video?
No. I'm not talking about video. Just how it went.
Okay, okay. So maybe this is like
Like just try to maybe pick moments from like every month, I guess.
okay. So I'm kind of like already do that in my story, Instagram story, but because that in bahasa, so maybe a lot of you guys didn't understand. But on January 1st, I think like I'm feeling fresh. Of course, on January 2020, I remember that I start swimming again, and I set goal to losing weight, and like I'm like ready to like finishing my final project, and I get excited news that Billie Eilish will do the world tour concert in Indonesia. So like, oh okay, this is my motivation to saving up money. So like, yeah, I'm so happy. In February I got accepted. I got job, sorry, as a, of course, like part-time interior designer, and like I'm gonna see my friends again after holidays, and then in March kind of still like work, but the pandemic hit, so I still can like getting vibes in on March to like uh meeting my friends and go to their graduation. So I still kinda had that vibe, you know what I mean? And then on April, I'm gonna like okay, working from home, helping my mom. Nothing's excited happen until the Tinder finally like can change the world location are not freely. So I travel virtually. I met someone in Tinder which is red. This like the one of the top moment on 2020 that happened to me. I finally had a support system, even it is online and like 15,000 kilometers away. But we support each other. Definitely, the greatest thing happened to me. Like I can accept myself, and then on June, uh, around May and June, get to see my family again, even it's not full team because of COVID. But we celebrate it together on July. I got my 22 birthday. Nothing special really, like others my birthday are, but yeah, I'm feeling good because like a few days after I got to my final presentation and I declared to graduate, unofficially graduate for my from my professor. And on August, for the first time, I go back to Surabaya to see my friends and do the administrative things on campus. August, September, I don't know, nothing much. Maybe I go to Surabaya again to do some work stuff, but I don't know. Like on the September, October, same thing. Nothing happened much, but I believe like around some September or October, we decided our first episode of podcast is released. Obviously, that is like uh kind of into my wrap up 2020, and then like October, November, I think like I got sick and I met another guy and like he's cool and something like that, but now it's not gonna we didn't contact anymore and something like that. And in December, literally like I have planned to move back to Surabaya on January. So in the December, I go to Malang for the first time with my friends to see my other friends, and then go to Surabaya to discuss with my coworker about my future, kind of my future in this office. But sadly, I come home with a COVID positive, and it's kind of ruined my New Year's Eve, but it's okay. And yeah, that's kind of my wrap up in 2020. I was really like, there's a lot of moment that I really like really moment of thinking. I got the mental breakdown again. I thought that I was ready for new things, or I was ready for relationship or something like that. And the fact is, I'm not that kind of ready. I'm ready in something else, and I kind of like understand myself so much and growing so much. So like I fall in love twice this year and sorry, last year, and got heartbroken so many times last year. Yeah, I think that is my wrap up. Wow.
Oh, that was a cool story actually. I enjoyed listening to it. I saw also your Instagram stories, but I just saw the
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah. Because I like I really want to. I mean, I really want to do a video, but I just remember that in the middle of 2020, I changed my phone and there's no when there's something left I already move it to my laptop, but I'm kind of lazy. So like let it be, and I will just like rewind it from my story. Yeah. And how about you?
Yeah, that's understandable.
How about you? How about you?
How about me?
Can you like saying your wrap up
Oh,
on 2020 red version?
okay. So January 2020 it was a month with mixed feelings, but the whole year was a year with mixed feelings. Uh, it started kind of good. I had some bumps along the way during my project, but we finalized it and with my group, and we were actually able to get a decent grade. Um, in February, I left my previous job from it was my first job that when I came here that I worked for 2 years and a half. It kind of felt like not good leaving it because I've been there for like a long time. It was like my first official job before I was working with my dad, but it was like, yeah, not an official thing. I developed a lot there. The company gave me a lot, taught me a lot, but bitter also leaving because I had some misconceptions with my coworkers, so it was better. Then I started working at McDonald's. Um, it was really experience that I never had. Never worked in the Horeca sector, but it felt good. I met some people there. Also in February we had um, great carnival. I had some good memories there. In March, and then you're aware the situation with the pandemic started getting worse. So at mid March or something like that, we had to continue our studying in online version. Then I decided to go back home, to go back to Bulgaria. I stayed there for some time. In April, maybe one of the most memorable things was actually speaking with you and meeting you, and like really sharing a lot. We had some time to talk about a lot of different topics. Also, spending Easter with my family in April. That was a good memory. In May was I will remember May 2020 with repainting the hair salon of my mom. I don't know why, I just remembered this, like I repainted her salon. Also, I came back here to the Netherlands. Then June was mostly dedicated to studying and finalizing the other project. It felt good. July, the beginning of July, I like end of June, beginning of July, I related with ending my finishing up my exams for the semester, and then during July, I had some good time with my housemates and my friends. We did quite some interesting stuff. Then in August, uh, I traveled a bit with my housemates and we went by the beach in the Netherlands. My first time going by the beach in the Netherlands. It was an interesting experience. It was really hot, and going by the beach and swimming in the sea was really nice because in the Netherlands, like having an AC is not a common thing, so my room was feeling hot. Then at the end um of August, I had my birthday. I celebrated with many people, with my housemates, with other friends, co-workers. It felt great. I received, as you know, great gifts, great wishes, great memories. Uh, it was really real fun. In September, I went back to we started school again. So I related with maybe uh, in a real big rush to trying to get a company that we could do our project with my project group in with my project group. And then I think it was end of September, beginning of October, sometime at that point we released our first episode, so this is really memorable. uh, then I did a lot of studying during October and November. Finally, in November, I could celebrate that I got my B certificate and that I passed my exams for the first period of the semester. Then December, I finally got a new phone. We did some developments in our project with the company. I had some great time also with friends of mine celebrating Christmas and New Year's Eve. Also, a few weeks ago, like last week actually, I traveled to the north of the Netherlands. I stayed with a friend of mine from my hometown. He studies in the north of the Netherlands. We had some great time with him as well. And yeah, that's my wrap up for year 2020.
Wow. And I think that is the end of this podcast. I thought that my 2020 was is gonna be so boring and so like no good memories. But turns out there's a lot of memory that happened in 2020. So I'm so grateful for that. It's definitely unexpected, but I'm gonna kind of wait for what will happen to me in 2021.
Yeah, I would like to add, like, although it we had to stay at home for quite a long time during the times that we could do some stuff outside or even, yeah, inside. We could squeeze in quite memorable situations, like many things that I haven't done in my whole life. I did it in 2020. So although I kind of sounded a little bit negative and previously as well in the previous episodes, it was not not that bad because still I did many things that I haven't done before. So that was a great thing.
Yep, indeed.
I went out of my comfort zone.
Me too, indeed. There's like first time for everything, and a lot of first time happened to me too at 2020. So like, okay, 2020, you are not that bad, but still you kind of bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot.
Yeah, me too. So you wanna add something before we closing?
um yes, I would like to say wish you to our listeners and to you, of course,
Mhm.
wish you the best of health and great success, and some good luck also helps a little bit.
Amen for that, and I wish the same for you too. I hope you can get through this 2020 with smile and happiness and a lot of joy. There's no more stressful. not that much stressful for campus life or studies. I hope very best for you and for you guys at home too right now. Please, guys, stay safe. And if you want to go out, just like keep physical distancing everywhere. Don't forget to bring your don't forget to bring your hand sanitizer or maybe wear a mask. It's a must. Don't get sick like me. Don't get Please don't get the Rona. And thank you for you guys for listening to today's episode. This is our New Year's episode. We talk a lot about that. Thank you for always listening to us.
Thank you and bye bye.
Again, bye bye. See you on the next episode, guys. Bye.